Yes, we already see the slide. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hello everyone. Good day. I hope you guys everything doing well. Before I dig into my presentation, try to introduce you about my home university. I want to try to introduce myself first. So I am Jati. I'm from Indonesia, and Universitas Islam Indonesia is my home university. Currently, I pursuing my exchange program in NTUST. And what I can say about NTUST is it's amazing. I love Taiwan. I just from the culture, the society, and the academic in NTUST is just amazing. I feel like kind of like I get a great exposure from uh, this opportunity, and because of that, I want to also like try to uh, give you all the opportunity and encourage you. Maybe you can also experience quite a little bit same with me, like getting an exposure from another environment that's totally different from your current environment. Okay, so my home university is Universitas Islam Indonesia. My home university is established on 8th of July 1945 by the founding fathers of the nation. And Universitas Islam Indonesia is the first national university in Indonesia. So basically, we are is the oldest university in Indonesia. And also the fun fact, the quite unique thing also is the founding father of my home university, also the founding father of Indonesia, which is like the vision and the mission and the strategic things from our university is totally aligned with our country. And maybe some of you asking like the name of the my home university is like University Islam Indonesia. Like is Islamic thing in my home university? Yes. So basically we in almost in every sector of operation in my home university is always aligned with Islamic values. But maybe some of us you also asking like, is it okay for like non-Muslim to pursuing their degree or to pursuing their study in Universitas Islam Indonesia? Totally yes, you can. So basically, the quite unique thing about Universitas Islam Indonesia is the name is Islam, but it's also open to every other people that non-Muslim that they want to like pursuing their degree in this university. The quite fun fact thing is also we have like Hindu temples in our home university, and because of it, like we very encouraging the diversity in our university. And my home university is located in Yogyakarta, while the Jakarta is the capital of Indonesia, especially like for central governance and business thing. Yogyakarta is the country capital of education, culture, and arts. With its long history of civilization, Yogyakarta is a vibrant center of contemporary culture as well as classic art. So one thing that you can expect if you come to Jogja is like the city is very cultural. That almost every culture in Indonesia you can find in Jogja. So basically, Indonesia itself is very diverse cultural background where we have like almost like a tons of like ethnics from Chinese, from Malay, from West Papua. There's a ton of background. There's a ton of people with different background, and most of them come to Jogja is for they pursuing their degree or they come only for like trip. And this is the strategic objective of our university. The first strategic, like I already mentioned before, we are strengthening Islamic value and building internal capacity. Second strategic is heightening initiative and building international recognitions. And third objective, strengthening network and increasing impacts. So what I want to try to mention in this slide is like the second objective. We're enhancing innovation, hiring initiative, and building international recognition. So basically, my home university, Universitas Islam Indonesia, and university is collaborating, where we can share, where we can send our students to those university we will collab with and pursuing this degree. And it's one of the based on one of the objective that we have. And this is quick statistics about my home university. So currently, there is like 30,000 plus, around 30,000 students that pursuing the degree in Universitas Islam Indonesia. 120 of them is international students. So basically, it's more than 120. It's like around 700 or 1,000 students who pursuing degree, currently pursuing degree in Universitas Islam Indonesia, but most of them it's only pursuing for like short programs such as exchange or maybe some research. And we have like 1,200 a lecture, and we have currently more than 100,000 of alumni. And this is the international and integrated degree programs. So basically, we have like more than option degree than rather than this, but this is the option that we can this international integrate this in international programs. We have like accounting, architecture, chemical engineering, and so on. So what does it mean by international program? Is basically international program is an international class organized by several undergraduate study programs at UII, which use a foreign language, English or Arabic, as the language of instruction. So basically, if you really choose UII as your exchange program destination, you don't have to any worries because the class is conducted in English totally. And we move on. And this is the master degree programs that we have in our university. I mean, my home university. And this is the doctor. Maybe for of some of you that pursuing master program or doctor program that have a list in these degree programs, you can also come to our home university to have short programs. And this is campus facility. Unfortunately, I can I forgot to put a picture for some of them. I mean, most of them. So basically, we have like library or the normal facility that almost university have, mosque, auditorium, Islamic boarding school, hospital, pharmacy, public lecture building, UII, career center, sport hall, and so on. So basically, if you are curious about what kind of it looks or what kind of facility that we have that my home university have, you can go directly to the link at the bottom of the slide. And yes, we have international recognition. So we have a recognition from Times Higher Education and also QS World University Ranking. So based on THE, we are the top 3 best private university in Indonesia and the best private university in Yogyakarta. And based on QS World Ranking Center, we are currently in 88 in Southeast Asia and 1,200 or around 1,200 until 1,400 in the world. And also we have like another certificate recognition from all of the world, such as UNQA, Royal Society of Chemistry, ACCA, ABIT, and so on. So maybe some of you that doubting, maybe some of you haven't heard. I believe some of you, most of you, I think all of you haven't heard this, my home university. But yeah, basically we have like certificate international recognition. And I think that's it for boring explanation about my home university. And this section, I will want to try to like give you a reason why you should come to my home university. Maybe for exchange program or maybe for another short programs. So basically, all of these things happen is because the NTUST and my home university UII is have a collaboration. So UII is admiring NTUSD as a proper university to collab with, and also NTUSD admire UII as a proper university to collab with. And based on that, maybe some of you doubting, like I never heard this kind of university before in my life, right? And you didn't have any kind of like benchmark barrier that you can say this is a good university or this is bad university. So basically, if we want to collaborating with other university, we want to collab with a good university that can bring higher value to us. And this is the reason why I strongly want to show you that my home university also have like a value that can enrich your experience. And second reason is UII located in one of the most richest culture cities in Indonesia, Yogyakarta. After this section, this is my selfish requirement, selfish ask that maybe you can go through in internet, browse some like Yogyakarta. So basically, Yogyakarta is one of the most popular city in Indonesia, where we have some kind of a lot of cultural things, a lot of trip destination, and also we are famous with the hospitality of the citizen. And just imagine you come to Yogyakarta, you come to UII to pursuing your degree, and also you can have like a long trip, a long time trip. Like you can go to almost every famous trip in Yogyakarta, and I can guarantee there is a ton of place that almost in every corner in Yogyakarta, it's always makes you amazed. And second thing, it's living cost in Yogyakarta. It's very cheap. So basically, based on my experience, Taiwan, especially in Taipei, the living cost in Taipei is quite challenging, to be honest. If you compare to like Indonesia in Yogyakarta, you can live out in Yogyakarta almost half of it. I think less than a half. So basically, if you guys considering to go to the exchange program or to go abroad to another country, and maybe you consider like if you go to another country, you will have like a larger expense, right? But if you come to Jogja, it's like it's different. It's totally not relevant. If you come to Jogja, I can guarantee your living cost is much cheaper than currently in Taipei, especially. And the last thing, if you the reason why you come to UII is you will make me happy totally because it's such a pleasure where, to be honest, currently I'm pursuing my exchange program in NTUSD. What I can say is just amazing where you can go to abroad to another country that's totally have a different background from another country. You can get you can get such as like cultural exposure, academic exposure, and society and so on. There's a lot of things that you can feel, and UEE is one of the best choice for your exchange program. Why? Because like previously I mentioned before, like from the academic terms, we also have like solid academic levels. I mean, yeah, maybe some of the other university that have higher level of education, but we are located in also in a place where it's the most highest trip destination in Indonesia. It's Yogyakarta. It's very beautiful city, and also the living cost in our home university. I mean, around our home university in Yogyakarta is very cheap. So what I want to try to say, maybe if some of you that considering to go abroad and like to have some kind of academic exposure, solid academic exposure, and cultural exposure, society exposure, and other things, then also considering about the cost, I think I would say Universitas Islam Indonesia is a great choice for you. And I will happy to welcome you guys Indonesia, and I'm look for it. And that's it. I think thank you, terima kasih. If you want to contact or you will want to find my home university in social media, there's a list. You can look for it. And thank you. Terima kasih. I will look forward to you to come to my home university as exchange students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jati, for your presentation and sharing about your university. And can I, before our student have question, can I have my own question first? The first
Sure,
one
sure.
is, I would like to know if our student go for exchange in the UII or UII, will they offer or guarantee the dormitory room during the exchange period? Do you know that?
Yes, great question.
Mm.
Yes, great question. So basically, we have dormitory. Like there's 2 dormitory that we have, but we're considering our dormitory is like for the full-time student in our home university. So maybe the available of the room is uncertain. But again, if the comparison, if like dormitory and the living cost, if you want to rent some room in Indonesia, especially in Yogyakarta, the cost is not that much different.
Okay.
And also there is plenty of choice, plenty of option that you can go. I mean, there's a ton of rooms that available in around the campus, and pretty sure we will help. Pretty sure.
Okay, thank you. And also another question is about the cafeteria, because basically the university is most of the student is Muslim, maybe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so in the cafeteria, if our student would like to have some pork, is that possible? Sorry, it's a stupid question, but yeah, I just want to know.
It's a good question. It's a good question. I mean, if I put myself as Taiwanese that love eating pork, I will. I'm pretty sure it's come to right in my mind also. But the thing is, like the majority of students in our home university is a Muslim.
Yeah.
And basically, we try to avoid that kind of thing. But if you still hungry, if you eager want to eat some that kind of food, Yogyakarta is plenty of choice again, because it's place or it's a trip destination for like foreigners and also from other Indonesian citizens that comes. There's plenty of choice of this kind of food, and I think I get quite feedback for some of my friends that already experienced it this kind of food in Jogja. It also tastes like it's different from Taiwan, but it's so good.
Okay, good to know. Okay, thank you for sharing. And I would like to know if the other student have any question for Yati. If no, then we will thank Jati for the presentation, and we also have to record all your presentation, and we'll put on our website and also our YouTube, so everyone
Sure.
can still check it afterward. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you very much.
today.
I'm
And
just want to thank you because this opportunity I can try to introduce my home university to all of you guys. Thank you very much.
yeah, okay. Enjoy your stay in NTUST, and
Thank
see
you.
you. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.